Hey guys, Cool Blonde Way back. I'm Rick.
I'm Maggie.
And we are back with Haikyuu. Last time on Haikyuu,
Daichi got hurt.
he did.
Or at least just knocked out.
Yep. He was down and out. He ran it into Tanaka.
Yeah. Someone's leg, I think. Tanaka's leg.
It did not look good. It did not look good. Because he was really...
He was getting set up for a captain versus captain fight.
Yeah, he was the linchpin
Yeah.
in this matchup, I feel like. And now it's gone. And what's going to happen?
I don't know. Like, I'm always dependent on Daichi. I love him.
Well, we got to get through this one because tomorrow it's against Date Tech.
We need Date Tech.
We do.
I missed No Brows this whole time. Like, he's like that one character that's like, man, I wish No Brows was in this episode.
Well, I don't know if he'll be in this one, but he will be in the next one. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how Daichi is, how the team is.
Man, it was supposed to be Daichi's, like, shine time. Like, go!
He was doing really well. He did shine. He just burnt too brightly. He burned out.
Don't say such things. And Yoshida suddenly got lines.
He did.
Hey!
Yeah, looks like he's going to take over for the next captain.
Yeah.
He's the second year, so we'll get 1 year of him as captain.
Are there any years beyond that? I mean, the team won't have Tanaka anymore. Or Nishinoya.
He did really well. He stepped in and was able to calm down Tadashi.
Tadashi. Mm-hmm.
He was able to come in and calm Tadashi. He was able to... Him and Asahi were able to calm Tanaka back down.
Well, I mean, all you need for Tanaka is just to hit him on the back of the head. It's like he's got a button back there.
Well, he told him that, you know, it could have been you was hurt just as easily, and we're glad that you're not hurt.
And you could have been hurt too. Like, that would have been a real tight spot to have both of them out.
Yep, but they were able to take the first set. So, looks like they're ahead of the second one, I think, at the end there.
What?
It was already in progress. It was like 18 to something.
Yeah, that was Wakunan.
Oh, so they were in the lead?
Wakunan was in the lead, yeah.
Oh, okay.
4 points ahead.
Well, darn.
18 to 14.
I'm sure we'll get there.
That's 4.
If
18 to 14.
maybe Daichi will come back in the third set, or do you think he doesn't come back until Date Tech tomorrow?
I mean, he's got to come back, right?
I think maybe he doesn't, because we need to build up our new captain. So maybe he doesn't come back this time, and this is like our new captain's episode. And
Maybe
then we
he
have
comes
Daichi
back,
for the
but
rest.
he can't play, so he'll be on the bench, like, you know,
Cheerleading.
saying, like, phrases or keywords that only another captain would understand. I don't know. Sports? But Tsuki, as always. I swear he should have been on the cat team. The way he,
Nekama?
like, very backhandedly sometimes, like, it's like, pet me exactly 3 times. Or I will attack you. He's just very, you know.
But he was what Tadashi needed.
Yeah.
For the first one, anyway. And then Tadashi dropped the ball. Not literally, but figuratively. And that he
quit giving it all.
He stopped believing in himself.
Yeah.
After the first one. So, they still got the point, but that kind of play isn't going to get them championships.
Nope. And it's not going to keep him on the team like that. An active role.
Well, he's basically the pinch hitter, right?
Yeah.
And that he comes in for some of the weaker servers, serves for him, and then gets out. So if he can't do that, then he's got nothing left.
Yeah.
So hopefully he steps up his game. What'd you think of the backstory for the captain? Like, how he stepped away in his first year?
I mean, it's easy to succumb to that sort of thing. I think it's a lot harder to go back than just staying. Like, just staying, it's like, it's hard, but it's like you're still doing it. It's like you got that pride, and you got that focus, like, oh, I can still do this. I'm still doing it. But if you leave, and all of a sudden all that doubt, self-doubt, and that guilt pops in, and you just like start feeling like a horrible person, like you're terrible and all that crap. And to go back after that and to asked to be taken back, I think that's a heck of a lot harder.
So you don't think it's like a broken bone, and that once it's broken, it's never quite as strong again?
I thought the whole point with broken bones is they heal and they've got like they're stronger. That's why like all they like. I thought that was why karate, like, you want microfractures and crap so that, like, your bones would be, like, really freaking hard.
Well, it just kind of depends on the break, I guess.
Why? How come in that kickboxer movie they were, like, kicking concrete pillars and stuff?
Those are, like, microfractures.
Yeah.
I'm talking about, like, a snap. Like, he snapped and, like, left. Went away.
Yeah. But he also got to know himself a bit better after that.
It's true. And he did stick with it.
Yeah, and sometimes, like, to know how much you value something, you kind of need to be away from it for a little while. So.
I like how he stepped in front of Tadashi as well. Because, like, maybe if Coach Yukai had gotten into him, maybe Tadashi would have walked away. But.
That's possible. I mean, like, in the before time, in the look back times, the captain before Daichi, he seemed to be a bit more tough love. Mm-hmm. A little bit. I always thought that Daichi was a very nice balance for the captain. Because Daichi's not quite as, like, he's not harsh.
Yeah. And if
he can be firm, but he's never, like, harsh.
And if Inoshita isn't, because, like, a lot of times the best coaches or the best leaders in sports are like the ones who aren't the best at it, kind of thing. So like, because he is a sort of a subpar-ish player, like he can instruct people who are also those things, you know, on how to improve their skills and get better. Whereas if you have like
so much natural talent, you never had to work for it, so you don't know the techniques for working for it.
Not so much never had to work for it, but you know, if you're like a Michael Jordan or Shawn Michaels or something, like some things just come natural, and you just don't know how to teach that because it just was
do
there.
What I do.
It just was there day one for them.
Yeah, just beat each other up and I'll sit on the outside and drink. Training. But yeah, I definitely think there's value in not necessarily being good at something, but understanding.
Not being the best at something.
Yeah.
Like he's still good. He's still good enough to be on the team. And, like, he got in there and was able to return the receive. That was a tricky receive.
Yeah.
So, like, he was able to step up when the team needed him. But he's probably also not going to be scoring points like Tanaka or Asahi or Hinata. No,
definitely not. But he is, like... I feel like the rest of the players, they're specializing, but he is also keeping an eye on all of them. His play style is very similar to Daichi's in the fact that Daichi is like, he's not only like focused on the game and such, but he's watching all the rest of his players.
He can anticipate their movements.
Yeah. So, that's pretty cool.
Because Daichi said here, like, he knew Tanaka was going for it, but his body moved, like, on its own.
Yeah, he knew exactly what everybody else was going to do.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm glad we're finally getting a picture of what the team's going to look like at the end of this year.
I still think Tanaka they could have arced him that way, but I'm glad they finally did something with Inoshita.
And it makes sense, because Tanaka is a hothead. Like,
I mean, with girls?
No, he's very, like, aggressive a lot of times.
I mean, he plays that, but I've never actually seen him, like, do something. He just always, like... And Daichi's done the same thing. Daichi gives his looks too.
Yeah, but
a little bit more surgical about it.
Tanaka, maybe a little bit more. But maybe that's just not the best fit for the team.
Yeah, I agree.
Now. And like Tanaka is sort of, he was falling apart a little after he took Daichi off the team.
Yeah.
And needed that settling, that foundation.
Yeah, absolutely. And sometimes you don't need a captain that just, if there's a problem, just runs headfirst into it and just deals with it right then. Sometimes you need one to, like, stop and watch and listen a little bit. So, but I think Tanaka, as well as like Inoshita, knows himself fairly well for that role. I think that's why he's so kind of steady on the course. Like he knows he is like, I just go for it. Everybody else wimps.
Yeah. So do you think Tadashi is going to redeem himself in this game, or do you think it's going to have to wait?
Okay, like 5 more games and there's like the game-winning shot in like 7 episodes.
I feel like now is the time to make him sink or swim, because if he like regrets it and thinks about it for the whole night or whatever, and like it'll be harder for him to pull the trigger, I feel like. But like if it's now,
I mean he was already messed up from the last time.
Yeah.
I hate that it has to be during a championship match, but they literally need to leave him in until he gets back on the horse.
Gets out of the funk.
Yeah. Fix himself.
All right, well, let's see if they win this round and Daichi gets to play volleyball again.
Yeah.
At a high school level, anyway.
I can imagine him coming with the next game and like he walks on the court and everybody's like, hey! He smiles really big. Just missing a bit.
All right, let's see what happens next. If you guys want to see what happens next or our reaction to it, you can see the next episode right now over at patreon.com/blindwave. Full length is there as well. We're watching this on the American Netflix, so that's the easiest way to sync up the footage. So you can watch it along with us and cry and laugh and struggle along with the team.